We get kids reading at grade level in just 6 weeks, and these are kids that are living in vulnerable communities, and that it's a miracle. It's a miracle.
You broke my heart again. Many times I learn about love and I get to do this is so fun. And now once again, picking myself up.
Our students come from various geographical boundary areas. Thurkle is a building that's 100 years old. It's a generational building because many of the great-grandparents, the grandparents, the parents, and now the children attend Thurkle.
For kids, to no fault of their own, they are born into a situation that is, our worst day every day.
Our main focus is to motivate, regardless of the barriers that these kids bring to us. Beyond Basics is our major partnership at Thurkle. It's a literacy program. And what they do, they work with students that are performing below a grade level in reading and in writing. And in a period of 6 weeks, they are able to bring those students up to grade level. We stress to our kids that we love them regardless of the love that they might not receive at home. When they come to Thurkle, they have 6.5 hours of pure love.
The kids in the Detroit schools, they don't get a lot of one-on-one attention, and I think it's the one-on-one attention that a lot of them really need in order to help them thrive. All right, so you said Shand. I want you to look again, look carefully, and tell me what you see.
That is what you got, and what got her mad.
So reading opens a whole new world for these kids. I see them getting excited about comprehending what they're reading and realizing that they can understand what's going on in these books.
One of the programs we run is Publishing Center, where we take their stories and publish them in hardcover books where they are now the author. And they're an author. You can't convince them that they're not. This is probably the #1 disability in America right now, is literacy. And the fact that we can get people reading, children reading at all ages in just 6 weeks, it's life-changing for all of us.
Just do as I say. Just follow me down, and I'll show you the way.
As a tutor at Central High School, we know that we are their last chance, and society is counting on us to make these children succeed.
It's the second oldest high school in Michigan, the oldest in Detroit. It's over 160 years old. Without us getting education right at this high school, all the great revival of Detroit will, like any plant that's not watered, it will wither and it will die unless we're able to produce the next generation of engineers and lawyers and artists and scholars. This high school has to survive. By the end of that 4-year experience, they've had 3 options, statistically: community college, the military, or the street. If you don't get a high school diploma, 2 of those 3 options go away, and you're left with the street. And while I was in Iraq and Afghanistan, what I found was that those environments, those nations, have lost the ability to educate their people. And when you lose the ability to educate your people, people lose hope. And that's when I realized the greatest threat to our nation is not overseas anymore. It's the loss of our current generation of young people. And I felt like the only way to truly impact this is to dedicate my life to educating and leading and building character in young men and women in our nation's cities. The turnaround that I've seen you make, from behavior to your commitment to academics, that is absolutely why I have decided to change my whole life profession to come and work with guys like you.
Yeah, I came from a 1.6 to a 3.0.
You make me so proud. You're killing me, man. Stop making me choke up.
Before Beyond Basic, I was reading at actually a 5th grade level, and I didn't know big words. I wasn't reading on my grade level, and I always gave up on reading. But when Beyond Basic came along, it helped me. I learned how to break words down. I was reading on my grade level, actually reading above my grade level now, and Beyond Basic taught me how not to give up.
Once you've worked with students often for a week, 2 weeks, you begin to see a lot of improvements. Students are explaining reading concepts to you. Okay, Deontay, so if we had to review, let's just do the vowels. So if we just had to review the sounds, okay. It says, good, 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 and perfect, okay.
They combined Greek force, one without the Spartans' help. All of the Greek commanders got together and agreed that the ratio plan.
There's no reason that it can't be done as long as great organizations like Beyond Basics and great schools can combine to do this work and do it right.
We offer much more than hope. We give children access to their lives in many new ways, totally transform it. I mean, we change the destiny of that child's life, and they tell us this over and over again in the stories that they write.
I want to be like a gym teacher or a health teacher because I love sports, and I would like to teach about health. If Beyond Basic got every student involved in it, I think every student would have an open path to success. Beyond Basic is great.
The relationship that that tutor builds with that child really, I believe, enables them to learn and to grow. And you just need to get going because there's a lot of them that need our help.